Yo. So someone asked me to do an updated tattoo tour video, and so that's what I'm gonna do. There's like 5 or 6 tattoos that I can't remember the artist for, which I hate that I can't remember, but like I was going through my tattoos in chronological order, and there's tattoos by dear friends of mine that seriously took me like 2 minutes to remember who gave it to me. So I don't even smoke weed anymore. This is just what my brain is like. So I'm hoping that I will be able to remember these artists, and when I do, I will obviously put them in the description, where I'm going to put the rest of the artists and the corresponding tattoos. It's going to be a little bit of a project. So I'm gonna start with, I was gonna do chronological, but I can't even, I don't think I could even do it because it starts to get blurry for me at some points. So I'm just going to do by body part. So I'm going to start with my head. And I only have one tattoo. Well, actually I have a tiny little stick and poke just dot that I gave myself right there, but this is my only like tattoo on my head. It's a little Gemini symbol, and my friend Reilly did this. They also did this Lou on my hand, and their Instagram is at APEIRN. I pronounce it APEIRN. I have no idea how it's pronounced, but that's how I pronounce it. And yeah, Reilly did that. Okay, so now moving on. This is my chest piece. It's a bat, a butterfly, and a bee. And this one is by Vandevier. And she also did this one, I guess I just wasn't made for these times, which is a Beach Boys lyric. But her thing is at ELLVEE_tattooer, so at LV tattooer. And she also did, I'll show you another tattoo she did. If I find it, like, oh, whoops. If I find a tattoo or an artist that has done multiple on my body, I'm just going to show you all the ones done by them. But yeah, she did this little cave girl, and me and my friend Lou have this matching. Mine is cheetah print and theirs is like tiger print. So yeah, we got it matching like a couple years ago. It's a pretty recent tattoo. Now I'll start with my left arm. So this one up here, I can't remember their name because I suck, but their at is on Instagram is at intactboxy. So that's at INTACTBOXIE. And yeah, it's just some little friends. I got this at a flash event for a benefit for Chilean prisoners during the revolt. There was like this tattoo event in Olympia, and yeah, this was one of the things that I got. Oh, got a little honking going on. Okay, so next, I can't remember the artist who did this, and I honestly don't even want to give them credit because I heard that they were abusing their girlfriend. Sorry for the honking. But this is a poem by my friend Lou. It says, "If I've become this way, I can unbecome this way." Then it has the symbol for air and the symbol for friends. Oh man. Great time to make a video, right? This is hand poked by me. It's just like a hand holding thread. Just like with good tension or whatever. And yeah, I did this a couple of years ago now, probably like 4 years ago. A lot of these tattoos are pretty old. Like this one is probably 4 or 5 years old. I got this Rock Lee in the drunken fist. I don't know. The honking might just be happening. I'm sorry if it's like extremely impossible to pay attention. Okay. Hopefully that's all. Yeah, this Rock Lee is by Jessi Cramer. Her thing is J Kramer _tattoos. So yeah, this is the Rock Lee Drunken Fist. And then she also did this floral bit. that fits in here real nicely. And this is just some herbs that I like. There's like lavender, the ginger flower, chamomile, bergamot, and yeah, I think that's it. And yeah, she did some other tattoos too on my other arm. This little Rottweiler here with the snake in its mouth is by at Death and Axes. I got it tattooed in New York City, and this is a stick and poke, believe it or not. It's a hand done. It's crazy. This little wristlet here that goes all the way around is by Scratchoos, my friend Johnny. And yeah, his thing is Scratchoos, SCRATCHOOS. And he did a couple of my tats as well. This bell here is by my friend Jody. Her thing is Harpy Wax, HARPYWAX. And yeah, it's a really cool bell that's like coming out of my skin. I love it. And the little semicolon is also by Jessi Cramer. My hands are all done by me. This one's fairly recent. Other than this one's obviously done by Reilly. And then my other hand, we've got these are done by me. Oh, I didn't even write this down, but this is by my friend Juniper. And if you saw the most recent HPZ release, which is a song from a couple years ago called Bringer of Change, this is on the cover, just like my hand with this tattoo. But yeah, my friend Juniper did this. Their thing is Wandering Scrap, exactly as it sounds. And this lavender, I can't remember who did this either, but I feel like their name is Hannah or something, but I can't remember. But this is a stick and poke. This was like probably my third tattoo, honestly. And then this is a Friday the 13th tat that I can't remember the artist for in Akron. I wish I could remember. My brain, man, it just doesn't work. This cool little labyrinth on my wrist here is by my friend Jacob. Their thing is Supple Orc. And yeah, we collaborated on this concept and they brought it to life and made it totally gorgeous. This exploding little skull here is by Jessi Cramer. This is actually a picture from like an art sketch or an art workbook. What do you call it? Textbook. That my friend Bonnie like shared a picture of, and I was like, bro, I literally want that tattooed. And this was like, I think this was like my fourth tattoo or something. This one's pretty old. I think I got this when I was 18, so. And then around, I'll turn around like this. We've got this sad little clown with a bouquet of flowers, like a boxing clown. This is by my friend Jorb. Their thing is freak_body, and they're in Olympia as well. I got this in like 2019 probably. Sorry, there's a bunch of people in the parking lot next door. This tattoo, which is really hard to show, this one is a tattoo that I drew, and then Jessi Cramer did it. I'm actually in the process of covering it up. As you can see, it's partially covered up. It used to say hang in there, now it just says in there, which is kind of funny, but it's just like a little bat that I drew myself. And then at some point I was just like, I do not want my own art tattooed by another person on me. So I could have thought about that before getting it tattooed, but I don't know, I'm a Gemini, so I tend to be getting some relatively impulsive tats. This one, again, I can't remember the artist, but it's so dumb because I should be able to remember. This was done at a tattoo convention, and I know I follow this dude on Instagram. I'm gonna just have to look for his thing, and whenever I figure it out, I will be sure to post about it because it's just gorgeous. Really, it's an awesome, super badass tattoo. I really liked how this Grim Reaper kind of looked like she was longing for something. I really, really like that. So, let's see, I'll start over here. This is another artist I can't remember the name of. This was done at a convention. I have a couple of convention tattoos. I know I have this person, like I want to say their name's Andy or something. I know I have this person's Instagram as well. When I find it, I will share it. And I'll show on the back also. I have another convention tat. This Executioner here. Once again, can't remember the artist. I feel so foolish because these are great tattoos. I love them. I just can't remember. And this was like my second tattoo, I think. Or maybe my third. I get my second and third confused. This is by Jessi Cramer, and later on, when she was doing this one, I asked her to add just a little arrow going through the fingers crossed, because this was honestly a design that I saw like on Pinterest and took it to her, like, I want this tattooed. Obviously, she didn't just print out this exact image and tattoo it on me. She did copy it, as it's like, you know, this is like an old printmaking design, but she did make it her own. But it is like a design that you will definitely be seeing like literally on Pinterest, but I still like it a lot. And that's why I wanted to kind of make it more unique with the arrow going through it, because I had never seen that before. So yeah. And Jessi Cramer also did this one. This is a design by Erin Greeno. That's like green, like the color green, OUGH. And she just does really cool art. And this is a design of a two-faced cat named Frank and Louie. So it's like Frank and Louie, but it's also Frank and Louie, like Frankenstein. And this is a real cat that lived, and I think he died in like 2012 maybe. This is a real two-faced cat that lived, and it was the longest living like Janus cat. A Janus cat is like the two-faced cat. This little scorpion is by Haley. I can't remember her last name. But I've got a couple tattoos by her. But yeah, this is a little scorpion. The first tat I ever got by her was this big beetle on my ribs here. And her thing is, let me see. It's faux pas, but instead of a W, it's two V's. So it's FAUXPAVVS. And I'm not sure if she's tattooing right now, but yeah, there's that one. And let me finish with this arm, and then I'll show the other tattoos here. This little chain and this little fairy up here, he's wearing a Slipknot t-shirt. These are both by my friend Johnny, who did this one, and one on my leg as well. That's Scratch-Ooze. So yeah, this is a fairly recent tattoo, and I just love this tiny chain. It's just so clean. Super cute. So I do have another tattoo by Jessi Cramer here. This was like I said, it's between the fingers crossed and this one for which one was my second and third tattoo. I have a feeling this was my second tattoo because I was trying to not be flashy. So I was like, oh, I'll get my second tattoo here. And then obviously you see, like, I'm 24. So in 6 years, I've gotten a bit flashier. But yeah, this was literally, once again, a fucking Pinterest image that I was like, this was like on a dentist's website. And I was just like, wow, I love that design. It's so cool. And I've always had an obsession with teeth. So big tooth on the ribs, why not? This big guts is by my friend Collin. And his thing is Hyper Mega Ultra, at Hyper Mega Ultra. He did this guts on me, and then he also did, I'll turn this a little bit because I have to get down to the legs here. I have to move this down a little too because we are starting on the legs. Woo! So Collin did this peace sign as well. And this tattoo was my first tattoo, like my first professional tattoo. This was the first tattoo I ever gave myself. And it's just like a little stick and poke of a shitty cat skull. But I gave this to myself when I was like 16 or 15 or something. But yeah, Hyper Mega Ultra, he did this one and my guts. But this tattoo was done by Linnea Pastel. Their thing is at Linnea, Linnea Pastel. No spaces or anything. And yeah, when I was 18, I had been 18 for like 2 weeks, and I drove down to Asheville, North Carolina to get this one. And I am obsessed with it. I just love the little dots. Also, sorry, I got something nasty happening. But yeah, these little dots like in the yellow, I think it's so cool. And so, okay. So these peaches here, which a lot of people think are walnuts, but I assure you they're peaches. Walnuts are cool too though. This is by Haley Faux Pas. And I think this was the first tattoo I had by her. It was this one, or no, it was the beetle, then this one, and then the scorpion. And this bird right here, it's like a kind of like cybernetic bird with its wings pinned. This was a custom tattoo by my friend Jody at Harpy Wax. And I got this done like, I don't know, last September or something. And then there's this wretched revenge tattoo. It's really cringe and I want to get it covered up because I gave this to myself when I was 19 or 18. It's just huge. It's just really big. It's kind of cool, but I don't even really believe in revenge as a concept. The thing I do like about it is that revenge is a very human concept, and so I am adorning a human concept on my legs, which that's cool. And I'll show you the side first. This one here is a Anbu Black Ops mask from the anime / manga Naruto. It depicts Kakashi's mask, and they have the little training bells. This was a custom one by Chris Misi Tattoo. His thing is at Chris C, where is it? CHRISMESI Tattoo. Yeah, I went to like Philly or something to get this one done. And then this is a little Naruto tattoo by my friend Six. And their thing is the number 6_inks. Yeah, 6_inks. And they did this for me like last September, I want to say. And then yeah, obviously we've got the cave girl. Okay, and then we got this stuff down here. This is by my friend Johnny. It's a 7-headed dragon of the apocalypse. And Johnny is Scratchoos. They're the same one who did the fairy and the chain on my arm, as well as the wrist. And yeah, I just love this design. They said this was from like an old embroidery book or something. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then we got these legs on my legs. I gave this to myself. This is a drawing that I did, and then I just stick and poked it. This is the biggest stick and poke I've ever done. Yeah, I mean, legs on my legs. Doesn't get much more realistic than that, right? I don't know, man. I should not be allowed to get tattooed. And, I mean, I could sit here and try to tell you what all these tattoos mean, but I wouldn't even be able to, honestly. Like, I've been getting tattooed for 6 years. Oh shit, I didn't even talk about my back tattoo. It's so like, it's on my back, so I don't even think about it. But my back piece is by Bad Mizz Tattoo. Her thing is at Total Fuck Off. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna have to like cover up my boobs though, so give me a second. But I am obsessed with this tattoo. So I'm just gonna cover myself up and hopefully you'll be able to see it because it's like the coolest. I also have these weird little bruises on my back from my recumbent bike. But hopefully you can see the whole thing. But yeah, this was a custom tattoo. I commissioned a fairy riding on the back of a cat. And I wanted the cat to be scratching my skin. I really hope you can see it. But yeah, that's like the only tattoo I have on the back of my body other than my arms. Actually only one of my arms. Cause yeah, like on this arm I have some tattoos on the back. And on this arm I have like, the bell is the only one that's truly on the back of my body. But anyway, as I was saying, you know, I could try to go through and tell you the meanings for all of these. The truth is, these are things that I like, that I wanted to carry with me in some way. And sometimes the best way to carry a symbol of something that helps you get through is by getting it tattooed on you. And I truly believe that tattoos are a form of magic, and that we are doing magic when we are tattooing and when we are getting tattooed. It's very magical. It's not serious. It's a fun thing. It's painful. And that pain mixed with the pleasure of having a piece of art, like a symbolic representation of something on your body, it's magical as heck. I love it. I love that marriage. I seriously do. And so all of my tattoos in one way or another are things to either, you know, remind me of my true nature, remind me of what I've been through and what I've overcome. A lot of the tattoos are archetypes that I feel drawn to. A lot of the tattoos are archetypes that I have been afraid of. And by carrying those archetypes closer to me, I have, in a lot of ways, been less afraid of them. Like death, for example. Used to be so scared of death and dying. Now it's like, well, it's gonna happen. So there's really no sense in being afraid of it. So I don't know, yeah. I mean, a lot of these tattoos are literally just, dang, that would be a cool tattoo. I'm gonna get it tattooed on me. And that's fine. Don't let anyone tell you that you shouldn't get tattooed because it's a cool thing. Literally, that's an even better reason to get tattooed. Like, it's your body. If you want some cool art on it, just do it. I sometimes am regretful that I covered my arms so fast, but they're not completely covered, and I can always, like, you know, cover them up completely, I guess. But if I could give one word of advice to any youngsters out there thinking about getting tattooed, like, take it slow. Take it slower than you think you want to go, because I was getting tattooed at one point like every 3 months, because I would just save up like any money that I could to get tattooed. Now I get tattooed maybe twice a year, maybe once a year. And a lot, like, I don't regret literally any of my tattoos except for the stupid revenge one over my knee. And I don't even regret this one I'm covering up. I just don't want it anymore. So I would like to finish covering it up. But yeah, I hope this was okay. I know this isn't exactly like a great tattoo tour because I didn't include just pictures. I was just showing you, but I'm not very good at editing videos. So it has to be kind of simple like this. But yeah, I wrote down absolutely all of my tattoos. I have like 56 tattoos or something. So I will be sure to share all of this information in the description. And I hope that you guys can try to get tattooed by some of these people because they're all amazing. The only person who's not amazing is the person who did this one, and it's still a well done tattoo. I can honestly say that I trust every single person that I've been tattooed by except for that guy. And like, I just love all of them, and it would be great to see more people getting tattooed by them, especially some of my homies that are like just getting started with tattooing, like Six and Jacob and Jody, and even Johnny. Like, Johnny's been tattooing for probably over a year now, but like he's still kind of, you know, he's still kind of like learning. But I guess all tattoo artists are always learning because skin is different. Everyone has different skin qualities. Like, obviously we're all human, but each person is like a unique canvas. And in that way, it is also extremely magical to work with someone's skin and give them something that they can hold on to. So, I don't know, I just love it. I love tattoos. It's like one of my favorite art forms. And yeah, I don't know, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's super long.